Etie for me mo bibia kwaba eba Melodies TV. So Endra made a story bremo. It was a story on President Akufo Addo. Video be a call so between ono and a gamanche. Ana gamanche eka say e was say President Akufo Addo ebuana omosesa eye Greater Accra edino eko Gan Adangbe region. Into Greater Accra region no. Yense sanenko Gan Adangbe region, and they had their own reasons. Now I spoke on that and all that, but gestures and I reply President Akufo Addo edema gamanche wa gamanche nim no. Ngofo bebre ebo President Akufo Addo echi say when show ebu say when bu eye gamanche say ne na one gamanche kasa no. Inti no metre ma adwen so ewo eno nso so embredu say monso mo adwen tra monso mo akre ewo sa video ne so no me de beba se sa video no hwe ya don't worry ewi a metre ana me widi adwen tra monso mo de aba ewi ya me de no ebeto aso na monya a full view of what's going on. Now Joseph Mensah say when he disrespects he makes a joke out of it, but it is disrespect, not just a President Akufo Addo or disrespecting him for now. As per se or ye no the yet to say the yes reason be now so nini nechi a disrespect nor disrespecting. Or say that is his nature, very uncouth person. Hey, you are in some more canon. Freddie say Freddie Frimpong or say Akufo Addo is a whole stress. But he say the problem with Akufo Addo is that he lacks proper upbringing and common sense, very immature. Elizabeth Quinn said Akufo Addo is he thought he has got what he wants. King Misi, he even pointed at Gamanche like his small boy. Wow, isn't Nanado bodyguard a gun chief? Embarrassing. It was part of the things Anan Crawford can send your dinner and pointing at Gamanche. I said, yeah, or ya colano. No, ena oka. Ati asiye. I say thank you so much, brother. And no every Veronica. Alfredo say the government should talk about Kennedy Japan taking over Temaport instead of taking over Asin Central farm lands. How many guns work at Temaport? Hey, okay. The truth must be told. I say Nana Destroyer don't like to be told what to do. Bright, I say Akufo die, he doesn't respect kra. Ya Ghana say Akufo Addo die enkwasi akeka nko. Hey Charlie. Emmanuel say change of names doesn't mean development. We want development to John Coast. I say it's not drunk. The Ghana chief was even asking respectfully, can he wave his hand at Kumasi chief like that? Wow. Kamal Farida say to change the name of a region like Accra will be very expensive and we can't afford. Everything in Ghana has been centralized in Accra, and letterheads alone will cost a fortune. And a soldier boy can't exactly. Peace, it say, hey, Akufo Addo. Tina Tenzo say, Akufo Addo is not cultured at all. Jimak Palavi, hey, Charlie. Abdul Karim Suleiman. I say, I don't blame him, but rather the fools who did not listen to all the warnings and red flags from people who personally knew him. He was begging and showed humility once in opposition, and when he was seeking a second term. When he was elected the second time, he showed to the world his true colors because he knows he's not coming back again. Akufo Addo will forever hold the title for the West democratically elected president of this nation. Imagine if this man looked anything like Rollins, Kufuor, or Mahama. God, in his infinite wisdom, knew why he made him like that. What do you mean? Abdul Karim Suleiman, what do you mean? What are you trying to say? Mokasau. Ekia Samoa say, Addo Ghana, or say Addo, Ghana is not for you and your family. No big, no why. God help Mother Ghana. Alfredo say Melodies, both Nanado and the Gamanche can't do anything about the name changes. They need Parliament to change that. Tell them to stop the soap opera with no benefit to Gans. Mabel Lie, or say Akufo Addo, who do you think you are? Adope Kwasiabulu. I don't blame you, but the people who voted for you to become a president. Oh, hey, Charlie. Hey, dear. And Daniel say, don't worry. I say, don't worry. By next year, he's gone and forgotten, and the government still will be here. On a mabel because thanks, bro. Rose say, Akufo Addo dear. Munyai no say onum ni inrua na. Onum ni inrua na. Okasa basa. Na munhu ni nim. Hey, atonsium. Hey, Charlie. Ekia Samoa say, not because of the name, but he doesn't have respect for Ghanaians. Christ say, if you have a property in a region, doesn't mean the land is yours. You become a tenant of that land and not a native of the land. Abuebiba Akufo Addo, Jimmy Pan to disrespect the Ghana chief. Akufo Addo should pack and leave because the house he lives in at Greater Accra is not his father's. It was leased for his father and they stole it. His father has stolen, and as a son of thief, he has also come to steal more than his father did. A generation of thieves and criminals, and I'll say, may their families suffer to the 1,000 generations for stealing from Ghana and Ghana as a whole. Kamal Farida say, Akufo Addo wants to rename the Legon University, but will tell shit to the Ghana manche. Hey, Charlie. Veronica say, Tumunza asemo ya shemo pa enyasem kito. Mustafa say how I say Nana Addo has poor communication skills, especially verbal communication. He cannot speak coherently. If it is not written for him, that is scripted. How I wish Ghanaians will have the opportunity to read self-written essays of presidential candidates. I was shocked when I saw Nana Addo copying from a paper to write the condolence message from for the late Queen Elizabeth of UK. It was also not surprising that he was boldly sweating profusely at his first inauguration reading plagiarized speech of President Bush and JFK. They did not hide him from debates and press questioning for nothing. Charlie also can't say more. Probably that's why Akufo Addo doing his tenure on meet the press. Niemen say the name Greater Accra is cool. What's wrong with that name? This one there, my people should maintain the name. We are still proud Gans, and no one can steal our identity. And a bright bekan yeah, and a Anthony Yao Chumesi Mensa Eka say it's not about stealing the identity, it's about losing the identity. I think Greater Accra is fine, but I understand why they want to change it. At this point, Greater Accra might as well be part of the Akan regions. Kwame Ofe, I say you are speaking about an 80-year-old man and a president of the republic, not a kid. So respect that office first of all. You have no moral right to analyze presidential speech. I'm not supporting in any way a wrong act, but it is becoming too common for anyone to just say what he or she wants about the highest office of the land. You call him Akufo Addo. How do you refer to your own father? Everyone has become a political commentator. How old are you to comment on a president's speech? This only happens here in Ghana. Yeah, some more. I say me this saying say President Akasa. Now me commenting on the speech. So Onoabium, I say he did not respect the Ghana. There are ways and means by which processes must be followed. There is a constitutional amendment which the Ghana will make to the states, and then after it is considered an enactment will be made. Do not forget, Greater Accra is the national capital, so the weight of enactment rests with Parliament, not even the President. The President will consult and get Parliament to decide on it. Michael Edu say, Nana. Daniel Usubuatin say, Akufo Addo is born arrogant, rude and disrespectful. He has forgotten that one day soon he will be ex-president and he will be respected as well unless he move out of the country. Okay. Kwame Ofe say the president in any case is bigger than any chief in Ghana. So stop analyzing the president as if you are speaking about a 10-year-old. About a 10-year-old. He emphatically said, with all respect, me. What do you understand by that? Elizabeth say Akufo Addo is a fool. He thought he has got what he wants. Elizabeth Queen Biom or say Akufo Addo okay, in some no. President Akufo Addo in some waka. Actress say you say all disrespecty garment channel. No. My member video no actually say so that you understand what is going on. Okay. It's here for there is a video trending on social media. Na that video no uko read the comments wo video na say enkrofon nsem o mo kan na say see ye kan Akufo Addo de ombu Ghana ahemfo chese onye ohene a oye onu Akufo Addo ne hene a na wonya asante hene a Akufo Addo ombu and all that. Now say the encrying for hene, right? I think say Ghana check ena ode assembly etu Akufo Addo enim na ode tu Akufo Addo enim no response a president Akufo Addo emano no eno ena mankrofo eka say Akufo Addo had disrespected the Ghana check. I want us to watch the video. But send no listen, it's not that me na American. We share video na omo post here na. Mebo video na wait but o here comment box ni mo a. O here comment obi say everything the old people of Ghana said about Akufo Addo prior to 2016 was true. The youth of Ghana failed this country by voting for him. Obi also say the sign of disrespect to some chiefs. What you are saying synchrophobe ocean some more trona or say then mannerism and hand gestures is disrespectful. It is not me. Comments no and ankrofo bebre can say Akufo Addo embu ohene no. Ye head the Akufo Addo ye and I will say something. Me pass a comment on it, but ye head the Akufo Addo ye and the ankrofo can say win nano.
I'm sure that you are mindful of our desire to change the name of the Greater Accra region to the Ga-Dangme region. This is part of the effort towards unification and consolidation of the Ghana state. Your assistance in this regard will be appreciated by us.
Inti ohene na kase wie afa edu se Akufo Addo nso be kasa yenti ensem Akufo Addo kan
for Greater Accra name to be changed to Ga-Dangme, with respect, Niga, that one is not your responsibility, it is my responsibility. I will consult my cabinet and the Council of State, Mobakwe, but I cannot commit myself to that. And you cannot do it without me.
Inti say we NAC angrofo ka se President Akufo Addo e disrespect your hene no. Ebia no obi ahwesa keke until the ekoso ase. Now, some time ago, I think 4 or 5 months ago, me the story be bremo. Let me show you that story. Remember, Gamanche once I want to show you something. 3 or 4 months ago, me the story bremo, and it was this story. Me kaisa me analysis on the story. Emma me church and same winnie so. Now this was the story. Okay, this was the story. It was October. In fact, we put the October 2021. Into 3 or we a check Osha story now check. Now I say Gamanche wants Greater Accra to be renamed Ga-Dangme region. Naturally say Gamanche no na opese Greater Accra edino. Yes no near friend no Ga-Dangme region. Now when I did the analysis on the story, as someone mechanic say Ushemwa Asante for omo region ye from Ashanti region. Oko Voltarians ye from Volta region. Inti say the Greater Accra region belongs to the Ga-Dangme. Well, I think say they have a point, but I my analysis on it well, and I said say changing it a baby make no. And so it has been a long desire for the people of Ga-Dangme say Greater Accra region no Yen said, you know, because listen, the truth of the matter, and say, if you go to Volta region, majority of the people who own lands and properties there are Voltarians. If you go to Ashanti region, majority of the people who own lands and properties are Ashantis. If you go to the northern region, that is how it is. The only people I bet to me, I can say, omo elusu omo identity, the Greater Accra. Oba Greater Accra region, majority of the people owning lands and properties here, no, and yet God before no. Even in schools, Greater Accra, Oko Volta region schools, may your analysis say Oko Volta region schools local dialect ye tromo ewe. Oko Asante Memo local dialect ye tromo Asante Twi. But Greater Accra, me call school or Greater Accra. School na me call ye ewa Accra no. Within Accra no. School na me call ye no. Dia na ye tre ye Asante Twi. JSS ne primary no. Asante Twi hu na metro. Me BC ya metro ye Asante Twi na metro exams. Ati ase in the etole bi ebi muka say Twi na make no say Asante Twi na metro exams. But na me school no Greater Accra. You not see that in any region. You not go to northern region and be doing Ashanti Twi as local dialect. You not go to Volta region and do Ashanti Twi. It is only in Greater Accra. So they feel say omo region no, they are losing their identity. And so once we change the name, ebe Kenyan in Krofo, what you say now amanyama ACC. That is what the Ghana people they feel. Interna nan komo feel say, but it was going to be a very difficult thing for President Akufo Addo. No kweni nyamye nimni. I did it in, or I said it in my analysis. A bad didn't see Akufo Addo beye sa no. Now, into a hinini share President Akufo Addo wakan sa no. Response a President Akufo Addo demand no. Nkrofo say hand gesture send Akufo Addo ye ordering sa tre wo hinini so say hey wo. Nkrofo say ahemfo enye amamre se woni ohene kasa ana woni ohene kasa o to nsa to ne so sa asede wo ya akola. And mind you, this is not the first time President Akufo Addo has done this. Embra wako Volta region mepe aturenchem to omo no. Oni omo hene kasa na asemo ana ohene no Akufo Addo ade a wo ye osanso ye no. O see you talk be I want you and your people to vote for me. What you say? Aha intini nkrofo nsem say President Akufo Addo will not do this to ono ane hene chebi hene. President Akufo Addo will not speak to Asante Hene like that. So what to nsa tra Asante Hene that be entry obu. Tidie ntia na gamanche. President Akufo Addo nsa. In the second place, President Akufo Addo asemo awokan. And listen, I personally I feel like
for Greater Accra name to be changed to Gandangbe, with respect, Niga, that one is not your responsibility. It is my responsibility.
And you see, me, Mamenka, I believe that the way you convey a message is very important as the message you are conveying. Let me give you a perfect example. Say, ukunu. Na wakache ukunu say, oye aboa. Ukunu ni bube full rough. Udiagra. Obejayo. Because we did not them. O friend no aboa. Udiagra obejayo because we did not them. But ukunu na no. Odi onsa to nebo so. Now say Mira, odi we jata o. Hey, Mira, odi we jata. Odi we osebo. Ukunu no ni bumfu. Meboa. Nanso so osebo ya aboa. Jata so ya aboa. Incident na oka say oyo osebo ne de. Ani de ni bumfu. It is the way you say it. I think say the problem President Akufo Addo has is sometimes the way he lays his information, especially if he's speaking to chiefs. Share aplao hene no. Eni onkonko ye asede oya akola bi. Ohene na wo yare a wo call program e wo Legon Akufo Addo ko odase ye nkoma ne nsori no. Asede oya akola bi. Okọ mepe a ye ke asede ohene ne akola bi. We share government and so then in Saturday and so say. You see that the whole thing is say, indeed it is true. The government needs you. Without you, the name of Greater Accra cannot change to Gandangbe region. That is why the government was telling you, say, I hope you are aware of our intention because it was more like a petition to you. Say, they know they can't do it on their own. And so they need you, the president. And so to point your hands on him, to say, wono untumi nye unhia me. Of course he knows that. Onim intend what they to him no. So to rub it in his face like that, say oh no, enya dia obetumi aye na unhia me na manya enye yi. Unhia me na manya enye yi na ade we de enya dia me dwen ho sese a. I mean, personally, it feels very disrespectful. I'm not going to lie. It feels very, very, very disrespectful. Even though what President Akufo Addo is the okano no kware no, it feels disrespectful. We are very simple. Gaman say, yen sister Greater Accra dino, and called God Angbe region. O say, oh, sir. Okay, I mean, what's the reason? Omaka say unification. Person mu unify. Oh, sir, mate. Nyama bi say no. Unim. Akufo Addo kra wa ka 1 year pe. Ti asemo be ka tre Gaman che no say, unim. Nyama bi say no ya na neka no mintumi ensore keke se meye ebia e wo say referendum because listen, emra ye besesa Ghana from 10 regions to now 16 regions so there no there was a sort of referendum ati ase nkrofo to so aba nti na wa ka tre Gaman che say oh nyama bi say no mintumi ensore keke se meye even though I'm the president. Ghana mrache say was a referendum koso nti don't worry ye behe I was say me nkrofo nso kasa ati ase mintumi mfa me penye nti me ne me cabinet betina se ne ya adwen ho nti emwaye bia no ye de bema ho wa ka 1 year pe aka dwen so de emwaye bema no 1 year no by next year no na ade no obeya no we free so kwa on ma me so mu gidigidi say ade no wanyansa wo free so because at time the election year nkrofo ani abre ati ase nti wo kasa na no problem. But to point your hands, wonu to me nye eyemina. He knows so to me nye. Intia no wodi to win. No na ko hene ne yesi onu obetumi aya na ko be ka tell president no. Na ko sorry na wa ye de dada. Yesi ya ade a hene no obetumi aya nka obe ha ne ho se wo be bo amane. That be intio nim so to me intia no ka tell no. And so to rub it in his face like that, wonu to me nye eyeme na manya enye ye then one thing. Anyway, so this is the video and this is why people are saying that President Akufo Addo has disrespected the Gaman. Muntre mo adwo comment box ni mo. Me da se.